Hello and welcome to Surplus School. Today we're going to talk about how to recognize these narcissistic manipulation tactics. If you are new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button for more life-amazing videos. Now let's get into it. Manipulative relationships are extremely harmful and abusive. They may even be the most traumatic event a person will ever encounter. Victims of this type of abuse are frequently unaware that they are being manipulated. They rarely suspect that those who should love them the most are employing psychological manipulation techniques. Instead of bringing happiness and encouraging success, these loved ones become roadblocks. So, how should we deal with these types of relationships? It's a sad fact that changing a narcissist's behavior is nearly impossible. The best course of action is usually to walk away. Having a narcissist in your life becomes even more difficult when that person is a parent, relative, spouse, or other significant figures in your life. You can outsmart them and protect yourself from harm if you can recognize their manipulation tactics. Here are some of the tactics used by narcissists to manipulate you. Number 1. Involvement or enmeshment. Narcissists have no qualm about crossing lines, and their disregard can turn into manipulation. Enmeshment refers to relationships in which personal boundaries are ambiguous. Manipulators will say or do whatever they want, toward you, in front of you, or behind your back, without regard for another person's individuality and specific needs. It won't make a difference if you protest or invoke morality. This process can be undetected at times, and the damage builds up over time until it's too late. Entanglement prevents you from expressing your feelings, receiving support, or settling healthy boundaries. It makes it difficult to make positive changes in your life and in the lives of those you love. Number 2. Evasion, diversion, and evading. This is a tactic used by narcissists to avoid answering direct questions and being caught in lies. They may deflect by shifting the conversation to you, divert by changing the subject, or evade by responding with something unrelated, ambiguous, or meaningless. The goal of the narcissist is to deceive and divert attention. They won't have to take responsibility for their actions this way. Number 3. Dilating. When it comes to their relationships, narcissists like to exaggerate failure and dismiss success. Your accomplishments will go unnoticed and unappreciated, while your flaws and mistakes will be highlighted in painful detail. The ultimate goal is to make you feel small so that the narcissist can take control of the spotlight. Finding success will be more difficult when you're exhausted and full of doubt. Number 4. Emotional hurdles. Your emotions will be used against you by narcissists. Instead of focusing on their behavior when you're upset about something they've done, they focus on your negative emotions. When you object to their poor treatment, they will degrade you, and they may even attack you for your positive emotions. Over time, this manipulation technique will cause you to suppress your emotions. It allows the narcissist to avoid responsibility while maintaining control. Number 5. Humiliation. Most manipulators know that they can turn the pain of shame into a weapon. That's why they love humiliation. Frequent insults that highlight disgust, contempt, or disappointment are favorites within their arsenal, and they prefer to pull them out in front of an audience. The goal is to produce feelings of worthlessness and inadequacy, which subdue you into submission. If you fall prey to this tactic, you may become trapped in a vicious cycle of negative thought patterns and feelings. Number 6. Denigrate. This is yet another common deception technique. By emphasizing your lack of knowledge or experience in life, narcissists will disregard your emotional or psychological maturity. They lower your social status and take away your ability to make decisions by reducing you to the status of a child in both your mind and theirs. This allows the manipulator to maintain complete control over the situation. Number 7. Justifying. When a narcissist is unable to rationalize their actions, they will resort to denial. Their justifications and excuses are frequently based on fabrications or skewed viewpoints. Even if these rationalizations are full of lies, others will often believe them and see their side as understandable or even acceptable, especially if the lies are spread behind your back. The manipulator's story will almost certainly change depending on whom they're speaking with. The goal is to avoid being mocked in the end. The narcissist wants you off their case so that they can go on with their entitled behavior. They want you to think you're stupid, inexperienced, or don't get it. Number 8. Triangulate. If you fall victim to triangulation, The manipulator will deliberately avoid communicating with you while turning other members of your group against you. Depending on the situation, this type of bullying can take many forms, but it almost always involves gaslighting or some other covert element that pits you against others. It's possible that you're not even aware of what's going on. It's all about division and conquest. The manipulator can take control once you've been cut off from your support system. Number 10. Covert passive-aggressive abuse. Narcissists enjoy masking their mistreatment. Insults will be reframed as helpful advice, valuable lessons, or possible solutions. You may be led to believe that the manipulator is genuinely trying to assist you. The narcissist or their henchmen who believe you're inferior may follow the advice with criticism or disappointment. This is a demeaning manipulation technique. The narcissist has the ability to manipulate you while also concealing your toxic behavior. Number 11. Plan for failure. Narcissists take pleasure in putting their victims in stressful situations, and they get a kick out of orchestrating them. That's why they set their victims up to fail in the first place. The failure is then used to discredit and blame the manipulation target. This type of manipulation is frequently carried out behind the scenes through sabotage or undermining a feasible goal. When narcissists do this, it's possible that they're projecting their own feelings of inadequacy onto their victims. Number 12. Aspersive. This strategy will make you appear defensive while shifting responsibility away from the narcissist. When you confront the manipulator about their behavior or your needs and boundaries, they falsely accuse you of being the abuser. This is referred to as gaslighting. In the end, you'll doubt your own position and emotions. The goal of aspersive is to increase your feelings of resentment and guilt by accusing you of wrongdoing before you realize what's going on. Number 13. Playing victim. Despite the fact that narcissists prey on others, they enjoy playing the victim. They will justify their actions or draw attention to themselves by claiming that their suffering is due to a circumstance or another person. When they say they had no other option, or if they complain all the time, you'll know they're using this strategy. They may also claim that the person they are manipulating is the one who is manipulating them. Narcissists engage in this behavior in order to elicit sympathy or compassion from others. It allows them to avoid blame while also gaining support from the more innocent victims. The goal of a narcissist is to control. These deceptions erode victims' sense of autonomy, identity, and social standing. Once weak, the manipulator can easily dominate their victims. Almost everyone exhibits some of these antisocial behaviors at some point in their lives. Finding patterns in the manipulative person's behavior is crucial because many of these tactics are subtle. It may take years to notice the abuse patterns, especially if you have a history of abuse or are overly forgiving. Knowing and condemning these tactics makes it difficult for narcissists to use them against you. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from it. Don't forget to comment your thoughts below, share, subscribe, and give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching.